So we're gonna get into the bans right now, and it looks like Miner and Royal Hog's gonna be banned once again from Benzer Rydell, sticking to his Royal Hog ban after going down 0-3 in the last best of 5 versus LCOP. What do you have to say about that?
I mean, you have to think, in Benzer's first match of the stream against Aaron, he banned Tornado and it just worked so well for him. Aaron is such a dominant player, and if you ban Tornado and beat Aaron in that fashion, you have to think that works for you.
Well, he must have something up his sleeve if he is going to be banning the Royal Hogs, but we have a Fireball coming down on a pump. LCOP might be running a Golem here to start this off.
Golem or 3 Musketeers, Zappy's coming in on the back for LCOP. Here's the Tombstone from Benzer Rydell. You have to think he's going with this Hog Rider deck.
Yeah, it could be. Here comes a Royal Ghost on the left-hand side here. And 3 Musketeers.
And they are right in the middle of the arena. Royal Ghost taking care of the skeletons of the Flying Machine. And minions coming down. Valkyrie on the left-hand side onto those 2 Musketeers. Benzer Rydell bringing out the Lava Loon here.
Yes, so much damage coming in from that Royal Ghost. Doing a little bit of damage here, but here comes a balloon on the left-hand lane. There's going to be a Battle Ram on the left-hand side. Is this going to be a Tower Trade? No, a Tombstone comes down, and this is a very big problem from LCOP right now, as he might lose this entire left side tower.
There it goes. A minute 45 remains, and Benzer Rydell takes the first tower. Wow. Second best of 5.
Just like that, he just gets out of cycle and loses an entire tower. Royal Ghost once again being played on the left-hand side. A Fireball coming in to take care of the pump. Minions are going to shut down this Royal Ghost, and just like that, Benzer Rydell in a very good position.
Yeah, LCOP has to split push properly for this last minute and 10 seconds. If he doesn't split push to perfection, he will drop this first game.
Yeah, I mean, he does have 3 Musketeers that are going to be cycled at the bridge right now. It is going to be double elixir time, so let's see if this push right here gets a lot of value. Battle Ram coming out on the left-hand side here. And he's going to play this very, very slow. 3 Musketeers split in the back. Are we going to see a Fireball on the right-hand side?
Minions come down on the left. Lava Hound tanking one of these Zappies. And Benzer Rydell might go. Oh, he goes in the Valk on the left-hand side, so you have to assume Mega Minion and maybe Balloon will come on this right-hand side. There it is. Zappy's coming through. This could be the push to take down the second tower. Ice Golem coming down. Lava Pups are able to take down this Musketeer. Tower is locked on, but the Balloon's going to get a shot on the right-hand side, and this tower is looking very low.
Yeah, it's looking like it is going to crumble right here, and a Mega Minion on the left-hand side. Even if this tower does fall, I mean, he is still in a very, very bad position, but here it comes. He's going really hard on the right-hand side. Fireball coming in on the right, 4 seconds left to be able to get down the tower. Is it going to be in time? No! Just like that, Benzer Rydell is going to steal game number 1, and LCOP throwing out 3 Musketeers early, not being able to really cycle and stop that balloon, cost him that game. And that's one of the situations where if you throw out a huge Wing Edition that early, you pay the price, and that is how you win a game. Beautifully played right there from Benzer Rydell, and 2 new decks that these 2 people are really bringing in for this second best of 3. I mean, Lava Hound, I believe that's the first time he's used Lava Hound in this best of 5.
Yeah, last time he used it was in the second round of the lower bracket, which is round 3. So here we are 4 rounds later, and he's bringing it back out. He hasn't played it in a while, so he's trying to bring it back in. It did not work well for him in that first game. So Benzer Rydell had the calculation on point. He knew with only 5 seconds remaining, no matter what LCOP did, he was not going to be able to take down that right-hand tower. So he lets the left-hand tower go, builds up the elixir, throws the fireball, drops a zap, 241, fireball plus zap, that's 255. Enough to take down that tower. He's looking to go for a victory.
Yeah, I think what LCOP needs to do is he needs to go back to his Tornadoes, go back to his Ice Wizards, and go back to stopping Hog Riders and stopping Lava Hounds, which is what he did in the first best of 5, and he kind of went away from that in game number 1. I mean, I guess he took kind of like a risk, with that, bridge spamish, 3 Musketeer kind of variant deck. Now he's going to go back to the drawing board, and I think he's going to be playing a lot safer of a deck in game number 2.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens here. We'll see if Elsiop is going to go back to the graveyard, if he's going to go back to the Giant Cannon card. He has both of those options available, with the bans being the same as they were in the first best of 5. So we'll have to see what he brings out here for game 2.
Yeah, I mean, there is a ton of options for what he can do, but right now it's very, very crucial to make this a 1-1, because if Benzer Rydell, let's just say, if you're Benzer Rydell right now, you probably avoid Hog at all costs, and hopefully he might have something up his sleeve for this next game, and I hope he does, because if he throws something very unique at Elsiop right now, I think it's going to catch him completely off guard.
Oh yeah, if he brings something out, I think the Lava Loon was something new that he really hasn't seen from Benzer Rydell. And so it caught him off guard. He played the 3 Musketeers early on. Like you said, playing the win condition early on has not worked in favor of the player who does it thus far today. And that's exactly what Elsiop did, and it cost him the game.
Yeah, so we're going to sit here and wait and see what these players are going to pick for game number 2. As the suspense gets in here, as it's one of those situations where game 2, in a best of 5, you really want to see a 1-1 happen. Otherwise, Elsiop could be in trouble.
Yeah, so here we go. Looks like the players are ready to go for game number 2. Royal Hogs banned, Miner is banned, Elsiop versus Benzer Rydell, game 2.
All right, as a calm enters over the arena, 10 Elixir.
The crowd cheering for their nation's representatives. Looks like both players might sit on the Elixir here. Maybe both beat down.
It could be. I mean, it could be some giant Tombstone coming down from Benzer Rydell. Expo out here from Elsiop. Wow.
You have to wonder if Benzer Rydell is running Lava Loon again. If he is, this is a great matchup for Elsiop.
Yeah, I mean, this is a very great matchup, and Expo not seen very much in this new meta. And as we see, Skeletons put in the back and a Mega Minion. So it's got a quick cycle Expo deck, and it's going to be very interesting to see. And there it is, a Lava Hound on the right-hand side for Benzer Rydell.
Yeah, if you're Elsiop in this situation, you are very pleased with your deck choice, and he's running Ice Wizard as well. So there's a couple options for the spell that Elsiop has. He either has Rocket or he has Fireball.
And here it is, the Ice Wizard just doing great work versus the Lava Hound. Is going to be very, very controlly. First, I guess you could say, well, for I guess in the 35 seconds of this game, then it's really going to start kicking in.
Yeah, Elsiop also should have a Tornado. This deck list typically runs Tornado, so he should be okay from this balloon right here. He has the Ice Wizard down. The Tornado is going to be coming through right here, and this balloon will get the death damage onto the tower, but it's not going to get the connection shot that it needed.
Just a little bit right there. Ice Wizard going to its death on the right-hand side. And here's the thing, an Expo could be placed on the left-hand side, forcing Benzer Rydell to go that way.
Yep, Tombstone comes down there, making sure that there is no Expo push just yet, but Elsiop is able to get that Expo down, and defensively he can reposition the Lava Hound and the balloon to go towards that Expo, even if it's not close enough for the balloon to pull.
Here it is right now. There's going to be a Ice Wizard on the right-hand side, just slowing it down. Ice going for protection here. And oh no, the Fireball connects with both.
Oh, he misplayed an Expo on the left-hand side. If Benzer Rydell knew it, he just plays a Mega Minion on that, doesn't go in for the pressure. Tornado is not enough. The balloon's going to be able to connect here onto the right-hand side. 389. The balloon is healthy. It's going to drop again, and the tower falls.
Just like that, one huge misplay from Elsiop, and there goes his tower. Rydell and Indonesia are 1 game away from the gold. Beautifully played right there, and Elsiop just can't believe it.
No, he is sitting there trying to think what went wrong. The Expo came down just 1 tile too far to the right. And Rydell saw it. He didn't overcommit on the left-hand side. He could have dropped a Valkyrie. He could have dropped a balloon on the left-hand side. But he saw it, and he said, this is my time. I have to go in for the push now. And that's what he did, and he capitalized on the mistake.
Yeah, and he is just running Lava Loon. I think he's gonna run it again. Just continue to run it down Elsiop's, throat until he figures out a way to counter it. I think he tried Expo. He tried everything at this point, and it's just not working. I think he just needs to go back to what he's good with, take care of it. I feel like you need to have maybe even bring in, I don't want to say a Tesla, but like you have to bring in something that hits air.
You have to wonder if at this point, because think about it this way, Rydell has run Lava Loon now twice. His best archetype is Hog Rider. You have to go back to that Cannon Cart Graveyard deck because you have Mega Minion, you have Ice Wizard, you have Tornado, and you have the Poison. You have the control versus Hog Rider. You have the control versus Lava Loon, and you have that opposite lane pressure if you're going against a Lava Hound with an Ice Golem Graveyard, and then you still have Elixir to defend against a Lava Loon. If I'm Elsiop, I pick that Ice Wizard, Cannon Cart Graveyard deck.
Yeah, I would say pick that as well. I think Elsiop picked that Expo deck specifically for if a Lava Hound was going to be run versus him, and that just backfired and did not work for him in that matchup. I mean, the Valkyrie is just so strong as a mini tank to be able to deal with an Expo, and that's where you see the Expo is just on the struggle bus right now, not able to be good in this meta, and you saw that just completely backfire on him right there.
Yeah, you can see the crowd going crazy. People's Republic of China rooting for their representative, Elsiop, but Indonesia's Rydell is currently in the driver's seat, 1 game away from the gold.
Yes, so close to the gold. He can feel it, he can smell it. And right now, Elsiop is feeling the pressure. You can see it all over his face. And it's one of those situations where if you miss an Expo, it's just one of the things where it's just like, oh no, now everything is starting to crumble towards the end. But he can easily bring this back. It's been done before. Reverse sweeps have been done before. It is going to be an uphill battle, but he has almost all 3 O's coming into this. So he could, maybe channel it back, take care of business. I would say maybe run the Cannon Cart Graveyard deck like you said, get the pressure that you need, the Tornado, the Ice Wizard, the Mega Minion, and the quicker cycle to be able to deal with everything in a Lava Hound deck, in a Hog Rider deck, and I feel like that is a good answer to both of the decks that are going to be coming out him in this next match.
Yeah, I mean, also at this point, you have to think that Elsiop is so fatigued. He has played so many matches up until this point. He has played the most amount of matches you possibly can in terms of sets. He hasn't played all the games in the sets, but he has played the most possible sets to this point.
Absolutely, and here we go. Elsiop, Rydell, game number 3. Rydell coming out with a Furnace.
Yeah, and here's the Cannon Cart from Elsiop. He might be running with this Cannon Cart Graveyard deck. Zap's going to come in here. Cannon Cart just out of range of that tower to start. Here comes the Goblin Gang. Going to take care of the Cannon Cart, but the Furnace is looking a little grim.
Looks like he's got a Musketeer as well here. So Cannon Cart, Musketeer to start this off.
Maybe he went back to that giant Cannon Cart deck that worked so well for him in the first game of the first best of 5.
Well, we see a Dark Goblin deck once again being played from Rydell here. There's no poison on it, but Oh, wow, he logs nothing. And let's see if there is a Giant, and here it is. Giant with a Mega Man, and there's going to be a ton of pressure on the left-hand side.
Yeah, here comes the Lumberjack as well. Zap's going to roll in. Valkyrie comes down. The Giant is going to fall here. Valkyrie gets some damage onto the Lumberjack. Here comes the log to roll through. This Mega Man might get a few connection shots onto the tower. 1, 2 shots in.
2 shots with that raged Mega Man, and that's a little bit of damage, but I think he wanted a little bit more with how much he committed there. But the Elixir almost even. Not too big of a difference here. And here comes the Hog Rider on the right-hand lane. Cannon Car coming down. Hog Rider is going to be able to get off 2 shots on this tower.
Yeah, Cannon Cart is just going to be left alone. Log comes down and knock that back. Here come the Bats as well. Cannon Cart will lock onto the tower for 2 shots. And the Bats will get cleaned out here. LCOP looking to build up a pretty decent push.
Yeah, he's got this Giant all the way in the back, slowly rolling as there's going to be a Furnace down from Benzer Rydell. Fire Spirits slowly going into the left-hand side tower, and it's a little bit of damage, but it adds up very, very quickly.
Yeah, here comes the Goblin Gang. Musketeer played in the middle. Logs have come through for the gang. Poison comes through, but the Musketeer is going to go to the left-hand side and avoid that poison.
Dark Goblin is going to get taken out here from the Musketeer, and that is a pretty big interaction. Here comes the Cannon Cart on the right-hand side. Elciop now with double Elixir. He's going to push his advantage, and he's going to spam this bridge. He needs to put down this log immediately to take care of the Goblin Gang. No, he's going to Fireball instead. The Bat's doing a ton of work here. The Cannon Cart's going to lock onto the tower.
What a clutch zap. The log comes through, but it's not going to knock the Cannon Cart back. Mega Minion does get taken down. 945 remains on that top right-hand side. Here comes the Hog Rider, defended by the Lumberjack on the left.
Yeah, here comes a huge push. There is going to be a Goblin Gang as well, but the Musketeer is going to easily be able to clean this up. Mega Minion as well, defending that tower pretty nicely. Bats are just going to be taken out from this Mega Minion, and the Cannon Cart going to do the rest to the Fire Spirits. The cycle from Elciop is starting to go very, 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 very fast, and there is going to be another Hog Rider push on the left-hand side.
Yeah, Lumberjack will come down to defend. Hog is getting caught up onto the Giant. Lumberjack should be able to take down the Hog just in time, and it does. Fire Spirit's going to slowly chip away at this Giant. Goblin Gang's going to come out. Lumberjack is targeted by the Spear Goblins, and it's not going to go down just yet. It survives with a sliver of HP. Here comes a raged Mega Minion to defend, but it gets taken down by the Dark Goblin.
Yeah, Cannon Cart and Musketeer on the left-hand side here. Is the Cannon Cart going to get dethroned? No, but it will before it gets to the tower. No, it does! It gets to the tower. The zap not going to be enough, and that's going to be 3 cannons on to the left-hand side tower.
Yep, 798 remains on that left-hand side tower of Elciop. We are in overtime, so the first tower to go down, the other will be the victor. Here comes the Poison down, the Goblin Gang to defend. Here comes a Fireball. Giant's going to get 1 punch. The Lumberjack's going to roll through.
The Lumberjack is on! Oh!
It's going to get taken down by the Valk, but the Giant will fall at the same time, and you have to expect a Hog Rider coming in from Benzer Rydell right here with this Valkyrie.
Yeah, here it is. Lumberjack and Cannon Cart just aren't going to kill it fast enough. The log comes out as well. Beautiful log just defending his tower.
Log takes down the Hog Rider, takes down the Dark Goblin. Lumberjack gets 1 swing on the left-hand side. Furnace comes down. Elciop building up a Giant push.
Yeah, building up a huge Giant push here. Mega Man is going to do work. He's got to log back this Hog Rider. Oh my goodness, the Hog Rider gets off a shot, and this has got to be the push for Elciop if he wants to win this game.
Yeah, Log Poison is going to put this in 1 more poison range. The Cannon Cart does get de-wheeled right here. Here comes the Lumberjack, the Musketeer in the back to support. Lumberjack is going to go to the Valkyrie. The Valkyrie is going to take it down. The Dark Goblin looking mighty fine on this defense. Musketeer raged up. Here comes the Poison. The Musketeer is on the left-hand side. The Log's going to come through. The Cannon Cart Fireball. Benzer Rydell takes the gold medal for Indonesia.
Beautifully played right there for Benzer Rydell, and Indonesia is going to be walking away with the gold medal.
What a fantastic series. We had Elciop come in down with 2 best-of-5s to win. He takes the first best-of-5 3-0 and then drops the second best-of-5 3-0 to the gold medalist, Benzer Rydell.
Yeah, amazing gameplay right there, and just Elsiop was not able to really stop the Hogs in a good way. I mean, he didn't have a building or a tornado to be able to stop that Hog Rider just coming in, just getting one shot here, one shot there. He had to throw out a log, throw out a zap, throw out a cannon card, things that he did not want to do because he needed them with his giant. Beautifully played right there from Benson Rydell, and he is going to be the champion.
I mean, if you look at the defense that Elsiop had to play for the Hog, like you said, the cannon card comes down, the lumberjack comes down, the log comes down. You're talking about 11 elixir to defend a 4 elixir card.
Yeah, and that adds up, and just like that, no tornadoes, no real way of defending Hog Rider, and it just comes in and takes it home.